Good afternoon, everybody. It is my pleasure to be here in front of you today, opening our commencement ceremonies today. And to begin, I would all ask that you please bow your heads in a little quick prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, bless all of these graduates and their families today as they take their first step into their future, and protect over all of those in this space today, and grant them peace in their endeavors. Amen. Quick little notes here to begin. If you still have your ringers on, please silence all cellular devices, just typical stuff. And I would now like to welcome the senior choir members up here to the stage to perform the national anthem, and they will be directed by our choir director, Mrs. Jessica Noser.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you to our choir members, directed by our amazing choir director, Ms. Jessica Noser. And also thank you to our band up there in the mezzanine, directed by Mr. John Barrett, for processing us in today. You may now be seated. I hope you are all as excited as I am to start our program today. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Evan Fee, and I'm the class treasurer for this graduating class of 2023. And it is truly my privilege and honor to kick off these ceremonies here today. We're going to take our next step towards life today, and I wish greatness for all of us outside of these walls. And as we start our ceremony, for the rest of our time together, I encourage all of you, graduating class and everybody in here, to take a deep breath, allow yourself to settle down after our procession, and allow yourself to feel all the emotions you may feel for the rest of the day. And I would now like to welcome to the podium our LVHS principal, Mrs. Whitney Malone.
Good afternoon. I'm Whitney Malone, principal of Licking Valley High School, and it is truly my pleasure to welcome you to Licking Valley High School's 64th commencement ceremony. You made it. We all made it. Let's make some noise. Let me begin by introducing everyone who is assisting with today's ceremony. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all are introduced. Licking Valley School Board President, Mrs. Kim Christian. Board Vice President, Ms. JoLynn Torbert. Board Member, Ms. Carolyn Kohler. Board Member, Mrs. Julie Stedman. Board Member, Mr. Casey Williams. Superintendent, Mr. Scott Beery. Treasurer, Mr. Andrew Douglas. And Assistant Principal, Mr. Chris Campbell. In the Licking Valley Local School District, we take the responsibility of educating your students and keeping them safe very seriously. And I'm glad that all of us get to enjoy this proud moment with all of you. At this time, I would like all Licking Valley and CTEC staff to stand and please be recognized. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for all you do every day for our students and our fellow staff. On this occasion, please join me in thanking Mrs. Amanda Radai and Senior Class Advisor Ms. Tricia Phelps for much of the preparation that went into today's ceremony, and our custodial staff, led by Mr. Sean Seckman, for all the work that goes into setting things up here at LVHS. Next, I would like for all the parents and guardians of all of today's graduates to stand and please be recognized. We thank you for all that you have done. We thank you for all that you have done to help your students achieve this important milestone, and this is an amazing class that we are so excited to celebrate here today. At this time, Class Vice President Mackenzie Bloom will introduce the class selected teacher.
Thank you and good afternoon. I'm Mackenzie Bloom, the Class of 2023 Vice President, and it is my honor to be here today to introduce you to the Staffordly representative, Mrs. Beth Adkins, or as many of us like to call her, Liz. I want to begin this introduction with a quote from a letter I wrote for Mrs. Adkins. I haven't given it to her yet, so this is a sneak peek for her as well. I wrote, "Your classroom has always and will always be a place of immense comfort for me and my peers, because I know that no matter how dramatic or emotional I may be, it's never too much for you. Thank you for never making us feel like we are too much or like our writing is too much." It is an English teacher's job not only to teach the lessons of writing and reading, but to teach the lessons of vulnerability. Mrs. Adkins has done just that. From her Journey to College class to creative writing and AP Lang, this woman has been consistent in our high school lives, and for some of us since we were freshmen. What an honor it has been for all of us to be able to experience the bright light that is Mrs. Adkins. She knows what it means to be professional, but she knows also what it means to be kind and to care deeply. We have spoken in her class of the hardest topics that other teachers will not touch. We have talked of the future, the past, of life and of death, of happiness and of grief. We have connected with her over our fears and our passions. Mrs. Adkins' classroom is truly a place where students can be themselves. Even if you were not able to have Mrs. Adkins, you can see her kindness throughout the rest of this community. This includes Legacy Park, which has been a beautiful hub for our small community, and it does not go unnoticed by this class. There is a lyric by Lin-Manuel Miranda in which he writes, "Legacy, what is a legacy? It's planting seeds in a garden you never get to see." When I think of Mrs. Adkins, I hear these words in my mind. Although she may not see what she has done for this class, I know in my heart that she has prepared us for prosperous futures. Futures which include human connection, vulnerability, kindness, and above all, what it means to be a dreamer. I don't know what this class would be like without her, and I for sure don't know what I would be like without her. But what I do know, and my peers have I had said it a billion times, is that Mrs. Adkins is the beating heart of this community, and I cannot thank her enough for bringing us all to life. At this time, please welcome to the stage our Class of 2023 Staffordly representative, Mrs. Beth Adkins.
And that is why we do what we do. Thank you. Well, 28 years ago, I graduated from Licking Valley High School. I'm a proud alumna and employee of this amazing school district, and I am honored to be chosen by the class of 2023 to speak today at commencement. First, it's important to note that ChatGPT did not write this speech. For those of you who do not know what ChatGPT is, it's an artificial intelligence program. There's very little this program cannot do. It can write papers, it can search for sources, it can give you advice. It's pretty amazing. Although you might be able to learn faster, though your creativity is limited. And although it provides instant free information, the risk is losing a society interested in hard work and thinking on its own. Although this program and other technologies may have all the answers, they do not know what you, graduates, already know. Perhaps the biggest threat is the promotion of artificial intelligence over real, genuine relationships. In essence, we're walking a fine line of becoming fake. Reflect on this. The most popular app of the year is titled Be Real. The name assumes that we as a society have sold out to authenticity, and therefore the Be Real app will notify users at a random time throughout the day that it's time to, quote, be real. A 2-minute timer starts and the user opens the app, gives them a limited amount of time to take a picture of whatever they're doing at the moment. Let that sink in. An app that prompts us to be real. When it comes to artificial, we can look at our food. I've often reached for the bag of veggie straws. However, the actual ingredients are a combination of sodium, starch, and oil. Therefore, they're hardly vegetables. In my home, I have a mixture of fake plants and real plants. Guess which ones always last longer? I know what it takes to keep a plant alive. Check the soil for moisture, make sure it gets the proper amount of sunlight, monitor the temperature, guard it against disease. It is so much easier to purchase the fake, forever green, low maintenance plant. Yet, herein lies the truth. There's no growth. In contrast, there is deep satisfaction in raising real plants, in knowing that you have lovingly cared for something else, and as a result, it has flourished. An influencer is someone in your niche or industry with sway over the target audience. Influencers, well, they have specialized knowledge, authority, or insight on a specific subject. And Kylie Jenner, for example, is rumored to have earned $1 million for each Instagram post. While this may sound like an amazing career, the real truth is that you are all already influencers in the best way. When it comes to friendship, we might even think that we have hundreds of friends. However, we learn pretty quickly that true friends are rare, and they're a treasure. Do not fall into these traps, graduates. You're awake, but not alive. You're everywhere, but nowhere. You have 200 friends, but no real relationships. Fight off that average screen time, 7 hours and 22 minutes a day. Heed the wise words of Taylor Swift, "A friend to all is a friend to none." As I look out, I see an audience of amazing young people who have figured out what it means to be real. Real friends, real teammates, real scholars, real employees, real young adults. Class of 2023, you wrote the book on being authentic, genuine people. In a world of fake, you have just created a 4-year master class on being real. You showed up again and again to every event for every one of your classmates. The last 4 years, they've included the most extreme highs and lows that life can deal, and yet you were there. In fact, you were absolutely everywhere. To Leo Club, picking up trash that you did not lay down. FCCLA State Conference, sewing purses for kids around the globe. Over a dozen athletes going on to compete at the next level, representing Licking Valley at Ivy League schools, winning Skills USA State Championship awards, cheering each other on to complete those last few classes, whether online or in person, presenting at the Jostens Renaissance Global Conference in Florida, participating in the FFA National Convention, creating amazing art displays, earning superior ratings in musical competitions, vocal and instrumental, 4-H award winner at the state level, Quiz Bowl champions, secretly planning a 50th birthday for Mr. Klaus, leading the youth to youth at Camp Ohio, homecoming, prom, homecoming getting canceled, homecoming outside. You showed up. When classmates lost loved ones, you all attended the funerals. When a classmate had a medical procedure, you showed up to pray. And earning a fishing scholarship, Dylan, you reeled it in. And to the senior camp out, you showed up. And yet, you didn't check all these boxes because life is not that easy. You made Licking Valley a better place over the last 4 years. You shared your time, your energy, your love with one another along the way. This is called being intentional, and it is a beautiful way to live. A quick story by E.C. Salliet, and I will close. A rich father, wanting his son to know what it means to be poor, made him spend several days with a poor family. The boy spent 3 days and 3 nights outside of the city, in the fields. When he returned, his father asked, "What about your experience? Have you learned anything?" And the father insisted. "Well," said the boy, "we have a dog, and they have 4. We have a swimming pool with treated water, which reaches the end of the garden. They have a river with crystal clear water, fish, and other beautiful animals. We have an electric light in our garden, but they have stars and the moon to illuminate theirs. Our garden reaches to the wall. Theirs goes to the horizon. We buy our own food. They grow it, they harvest it, and they cook it. We listen to music with our Bluetooth and our aux. They listen to a continuous symphony of frogs, crickets, and other animals. We use the microwave, but what they cook, it tastes like slow fire. We protect ourselves by living surrounded by fences and alarms. They live with open doors. They're protected by the friendship of their neighbors. We live connected to cell phones, computers, television. They connect to life, sky, sun, water, fields, animals, and their families. The father is impressed by his son's feelings, and eventually the son concludes, "Thank you for teaching me how poor we are." Grads, you will find that true wealth is in simple, genuine living. It does not cost a thing to be rich. Just be real. Your class has shown up to support one another in a way that has profoundly and positively impacted the culture of Licking Valley High School. You are not fake. You are real. You brought the juice. You are alive. You are here for it. And today, you will spread yourselves out into this world and be change agents and influencers who teach the others the true value of what it means to be authentic people. Laugh with each other, cry with each other, keep showing up and cheering each other on into the future. Class of 2023, you have made high school real, and you are already rich. Thank you.
President Christian sends her regards. She was not able to be here. Vice President Torbert, Mrs. Kohler, Mrs. Stedman, Mr. Williams, Mr. Douglas, Mr. Fee, Mr. Furman, Mrs. Malone, Mr. Campbell, Licking Valley staff, Licking Valley underclassmen, parents, fellow family members of graduates, friends, to the class of 2023 on your graduation day. ChatGPT, whatever, didn't write this speech either. And as I get choked up and some water comes from my eyes, I've got allergies. We're going to stick with that story. To say that I have special affinity for this group and that they hold a special place in my heart would be one of the great understatements of all time. I thought it was hard to say goodbye to you in 8th grade. You have no earthly idea what I said to you then, and I'm sure that after today you'll have no earthly idea of what I'm about to say to you now. But we know each other well enough, you know that's not going to stop me. Just give me my 5 more minutes. I stand in front of you feeling a lot of different emotions. The first one, and honestly, the greatest one, is pride. I have had a front row seat to watch you these past 13 years, and in some cases the past 18. And it has been the honor and privilege of my life. If it wasn't for you here today, I wouldn't be here today. And I mean that honestly. I listened a year ago when we searched for our new principal. I listened to many staff members say, I can't wait for this class to play a part in leading Licking Valley High School. One of the things I did say to you 4 years ago was, in a world where you can be anything at all, be kind. They saw that kindness in you. They saw the way that you led. They saw the fact that, quite honestly, you were cheated out of about 1.5 years of your high school experience. It really wasn't until probably 2nd semester of last year that you really got to know what it was like to be a high school student. And born from that, you took full advantage of it. So as they bragged about you, I just sat back and listened and was filled with pride because I already knew what they were learning. I watched this summer as when we lost Ada, you came together and you helped a school community. I saw you help Licking Valley heal. I saw after the events and during the events in September, not only taking care of yourself, but taking care of your classmates, the underclassmen, in some cases your teachers, and in a lot of ways me. That gives me a great sense of pride. I'm filled with a great deal of gratitude for that opportunity. I would be lying to you if I said I wasn't filled with a little bit of sadness. I will miss your presence. Some of you say, man, you're everywhere, like you're always down here. Can I be perfectly honest on your graduation day? I find great comfort in your presence, and I will miss that. Allergies. About 14 months ago, in this superintendent search, in a committee interview, I asked one of your classmates. I asked him a question. And I said, what do you want from your next superintendent? What do you want from your next leader? And he said, be the kind of person that when we look at our diplomas, we're proud your name's on there. It's never been perfect. It will never be perfect. I stand before you, the first superintendent in the history of Licking Valley High School who has a family member that was voted worst case of senioritis. Okay? And you voted right. I mean, you picked the right person. Her and Nathan nailed that one. It wasn't always perfect. I remember getting a phone call in 3rd grade where one of you decided with the stick, I believe it was Mrs. Zirk's class, that was supposed to bash open the piñata, decided to use the stick to bash open Ryan's head. I'm not naming names. I forgive you, Seth. And even though I have fallen short as your superintendent many, many times this year, I have always remembered what Evan said to me, and thank you, Evan, for that. Be the kind of person that when we look at our diploma, we're proud your name's on there. Well, let me tell you this, that today, when I look at those diplomas, all 151 of those, on the day that you'll receive those diplomas, what makes me most proud is your names on it. And so, on behalf of every part of this Licking Valley School District, I say to you this: may God bless each and every one of you. May all of you experience all the great things, all the best this world has to offer. And know today that when you leave this place with that diploma, you will be missed. I love you. Congratulations.
Now I gotta follow that up. All right, so every year it is time to present at this time the award for Best Citizen. Each year, the high school staff nominates students for this award, and the seniors vote to select the student in their class who has best demonstrated the qualities of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism. This award comes along with a $500 cash prize and is sponsored by the Licking Valley Heritage Society. It is my true privilege and honor to announce that the best citizen of the class of 2023 is Reese Clark. Reese is the son of Phil and Maria Clark. Will you please stand to be recognized as well? Class of 2023, it has truly been an honor to watch, get to know, and work with you over the course of the last 4 years. Over the last several months, as this day has grown closer, I have had many moments of watching the final games, performances, projects, activities, and events that have occurred. And time again, I have continued to see your strengths in your academics, your performances, musical and instrumental, athletics, your leadership, your kindness, and the friendships that exist between so many of you. As you embark on this next step, we are excited to watch and actively cheer you on as you continue your education to join the military, begin new job opportunities, and more, knowing that the impact that you have made here at LV will now be made in all of the unique places that each of you are headed. As you take on these new adventures, I send you off with the following advice. I have to be short and sweet or I will lose it. In the words of Ted Lasso, be curious, not judgmental. Travel and explore new places. There is a beautiful world out there, and I hope that so many of you can see so much of what is there. Remember that home will always be here, and you are always welcome. Once a Panther, always a Panther. Experiences are far more valuable than things. Always take the experience over the object. Work hard, and always be willing to learn new things. There's nothing greater than knowledge. Be the change that you want to see in the world. You have brought immense change to Licking Valley this year through your leadership, your actions, the presence with every single student in this building, and know that that impact is there and it impacts all of us every day as we move forward without you. Missing you dearly. I have a favorite poem, And I'm going to close with this. Made famous by Apple, kind of a collection of a few different things, but these are my final wishes to you. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing that you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as crazy, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who do. Thank you for all that you have done for LV and for me as a first-year, first-time principal. We are better because of you. Now, go be the change. Everyone, Class President Connor Fee.
Hello, Licking Valley Class of 2023. I'm so proud to stand in front of you today and address the class that has grown up with me for the past 13 or so years. It has been an honor to serve as your class president for our time in high school. During that time, I've seen all the amazing things that you guys are capable of. Every single one of you has the opportunity to make this world better than we found it. We have worked through adversity, a pandemic, and a couple awful situations that certainly affected our high school experience. But we did not let this ruin us. I firmly believe that in the hands of any other class of people, this high school would have caved in under the circumstances. But not you guys and not us. We made the most of our time despite all the things going on around us. And boy, it was a good time, wasn't it? Now moving into our ceremony, I want you to sit back and think of all the amazing memories that we have. From freshman biology to English 12, or back even further to our kindergarten times on the blue carpet. I know that there are thousands of memories that will carry with you for years. This is the time to celebrate our achievements, your achievements. Congratulations. After today, we'll move on to the next stage of our lives, but that does not mean we will become strangers again. This class has a special bond, one that cannot be broken. I want to say good luck to all of you. Good luck in college, trade school, your first job, or anything you get yourself into over the next portion of your life. Good luck. I am rooting for your success, and I will always be in your corner. I'll leave with a quote that I know embodies this class to the fullest. As the Civil War was coming to a close, President Abraham Lincoln made a speech touching on how he planned on readmitting Confederate states into the Union. When he was questioned about his methods, his response was, "Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends?" This is our class. We are all friends, even when we may seem as enemies. And I want to personally thank you all for being my friend. Thank you for proving this to everybody around here, that this ideal can still run in today. Thank you for letting me be a part of your journey. Good luck. Now let's graduate.
Our student speaker was chosen through a competitive process that required students to apply to deliver the address at commencement and present the speech to a panel of judges. Here to introduce our class speaker is Secretary Reagan Campbell.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Reagan Campbell, the class of 2023 secretary, and today I have the honor of introducing our commencement speaker, Seth Phelps. While at Licking Valley High School, he has been involved in many things, Seth has been a part of Renaissance all 4 years of high school, where he's helped to create a positive environment in and out of the classroom. He's also the vice president of the National Honor Society and served as a senior ambassador this year. Seth has been a very active member of the student section and always shows support for his fellow classmates. Recently, Seth led Youth to Youth as this year's youth coordinator. Growing up with Seth over the years has been an incredible honor. He is a great role model to younger students and has a bright future ahead of him. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to introduce your commencement speaker, Seth Phelps.
All right. Come on. That's better. Hello, everybody. My name is Seth William Phelps, and I am the proud son of Sean and Tricia Phelps. I've had the pleasure of attending Licking Valley High School since the very first day of kindergarten way back in the August of 2010, and have stayed here every single day through the very last day of high school last week. And there's absolutely no other place in this world that I would have rather gone to school at. And through the last 13 years, I've had the opportunity to be around the best group of 151 people any kid could ask for. This class that I will forever refer to as my family is exactly that. We have enjoyed almost every second with one another, and as families do sometimes, we might have a few disagreements here and there, but all in all, we are one large, big, happy family, whether you would like to admit it or not. We have all been around each other for a very long time, and that is something that I will always cherish, because through all the ups and the downs, we have stuck together and let time heal all wounds. And something that I have thought a lot about recently is that a good amount of people graduating today have been here at Valley since the very first day of kindergarten as well. So I had to do some research. Where? My fault. Oh, right here. I gotcha. And honestly, since I had to go through the archives and I had to phone a friend, I found a certain artifact, the holy grail of our kindergarten yearbook. We look a little different now, but it's still the same people, because lo and behold, of all the kids that showed up to kindergarten on the very first day, when I flipped through it, I realized that 92 of the kids that showed up on that day are graduating alongside one another here today, which is truly remarkable. And to all the people that have joined this group along the way, you are the ones that have made our class just as much, if not more, like a family. And every time someone new joined us, I hope that you felt the love and compassion and that we made sure to pull up a chair for you. And regardless of who you are, if you are around the same people almost every single day for 13 or so years, through all different phases of life, you will form a bond with one another that is unique in this world and unlike anything else you will experience in life. And as over the years, I started to flip back through all the yearbooks, and I noticed a trend and a few patterns that caught my eye. And for instance, how random computer programs have oddly placed people into the classes that we were in and into our lives. And slowly but surely, these are the people that became the bestest of friends to this day, and relationships have been formed and unlikely friendships have blossomed, simply all because of who we sat by way back when. And I mean, shoot. If I wasn't in Miss Camp's kindergarten class, I honestly have no idea where I would be or who my friends would have ended up as. I remember the conversation vividly. I was in the car on the way to kindergarten meet and greet day, and I knew some of the people that were in there because we went to preschool with one another, we were neighbors to each other, but I was looking over it and I said, "Mom, who's Evan Feet?" And she said, "Don't worry, you and him will be just fine. You guys will be good friends. Our family, their family go way back." And I'm so glad that I met all those people and I met Evan. Him and I have been side by side from that day forward and alongside everyone else in this gym today, because we truly have been together since day one. And looking back on the last 13 or so years of all the people that I've had the pleasure to meet, and those are the people that were randomly placed in those classes in early elementary school, those are the ones that have impacted my lives and all of our lives more than we realize. And the memories are the inside jokes and the friendships and joy that we will all hold close to our hearts. from the random groups of people that join together to make the most out of those long school days, or the random assortment of people that combine to make some of the best memories in the library study hall with Ms. Bamer. And the different classes with people that I wasn't necessarily close with before, but grew very close with over all the years. And it really doesn't matter if we're going to be close after today, because I hope that we are, but because of the different life experiences that I know and the experiences we have shared, as well as all of the stories that have been told over the years with one another, regardless of who is sitting in this circle, and all the jokes and all the stories that had everybody laughing, maybe crying, and oftentimes maybe both. Those are the things that we'll all remember more so than any of the tests or the assignments that we bombed here and there. And to speak truthfully, these are the memories that will pop into my head way before anything else when my future children may look up to me and say, "Dad, what did you do in high school?" As I wrote this speech, I began to reflect and reminisce on a couple things. We all came into as freshmen 4 years ago. We were full of passion and ambition, and I made it a goal and essentially a promise to myself that by the time that we all graduate today, I want to make sure that we as a class of 2023 are leaving Licking Valley High School better than we found it. And as well as ensuring that we are leaving our alma mater in the best of hands so that our legacy will be felt for years to come. And I mean, not to toot our own horn or anything, but I think we did a good job, so everybody, toot, toot. We as a class have done remarkable things over the last 13 years. Truly remarkable. I mean, let's take a minute and think about it. We as a class have done everything from winning multiple state championships, sending multiple students to Ivy League schools, having 6 kids join the 30-plus ACT club, which has got to be a record in Valley history. And for a class that was labeled sort of athletic in our younger years, we're sending roughly 15 kids to play collegiate athletics, which is truly unbelievable in our school. We as a class have improved the overall school's GPA to levels that have not been seen in a very long time. Some of you may not have realized this, but all of the things that we do here in the Valley are being seen around the world daily. To put things into perspective, there are approximately 24,000 high schools in the United States of America. Our school, Licking Valley High School, is currently up for an award called the Jostens Renaissance Platinum School of Distinction, in which only the top 7 schools in the country are awarded. Yeah, give it up. So yeah, whether you know it or not, everything that we have done, everything that you do every day that you think goes unnoticed, people see that and recognize how amazing you truly are. From everything from our music programs, our clubs and organizations, our FFA programs, our athletics, as well as all other things. Because of the effort of our class of 2023, Licking Valley High School has been put on the map. And because of the relationships that have been formed within our class and the connections made with under and upperclassmen alike, we have created a culture and a climate in this building that has students eager to learn and become involved. And as a class, I truly believe that we have revolutionized something that will be felt for countless years moving forward. And that is the love and the passion that we have for our school. And what I mean by that is that after COVID, everyone was kind of in a low. And we decided to take that chance to refresh and, change some things and kind of do it our way. And the minute that we were given the opportunity to attend things and do all the amazing things that we do here again, we created this culture of everlasting love and support for our classmates. As a result of that, a monster of a student section was reborn. The crowd being named the Claw, in which for those of you who do not know what that means or are confused as to what that stands for, that means it is a collective group of Panthers, more so a family. And that is a perfect word to describe our class because of the passion that we all share for one another. A lot of that credit goes to the unbelievable work and the efforts by every single one of you that showed up to all of the events from Friday night football games to snowy Tuesday night basketball games, as well as us using air horns and making fool of ourselves at soccer games. And it didn't matter because we were in the front row of every single musical, recital, and choir performance. Because honestly, Lizzie put it best, the Claw showed up. I truly believe that our class has revolutionized the way students support and love each other and the different programs here at Valley. As a class, we wanted to see each and every one of us succeed in whatever it is that we love. And I believe that that same thought process will carry over into our lives today. So just remember that whenever the world may seem a tad lonely, or it feels that there isn't anybody in the stands to see you succeed, do not ever forget that there are 151 of your classmates that are rooting and cheering for you, regardless of the distance, regardless of the time. They have always and will be your biggest cheerleaders. I mentioned earlier how I wanted to make sure that we left this place in good hands, and I truly believe that we have done exactly that. The amount of leaders in this class is truly remarkable, and the impact that you have left on those that will be back here in August, that they will hopefully pick up the torch without missing a beat and go on to do greater things than we ever deemed possible. I know you can do it. And to all the people that we have trained and prepared to take over all the different programs and things that we do here, just know that the class of 2023 has faith in you. Just know that we got you, we have you, your back, and don't ever forget that we're simply just a phone call away, and we will pick up. Because even though we may be moving on, we still want to see this place flourish and become an even better place than it is right now. When I said that this is the only place that I can envision myself growing up in, I mean that with every bone in my body. I wholeheartedly mean that out of the 24,000 high schools in America, I'm taking Licking Valley High School any day of the week. This place is truly special, and it has a magic feeling to it that I hope you all feel. This school district and community has taught me many things. One being that it truly takes a village to raise a child, and I am proud to have been raised in this village and the Licking Valley Local School District. From the teachers that from day one believed that we could do whatever it is that we put our minds to, and reinforce that by supporting us in every endeavor that we have. This has allowed all of us graduates to go out in this world and do the amazing things that we have done and will continue to do every single day, because of the love that we have felt from the teachers in this district, the administrators, the staff, the coaches, the family members, the friends, and everyone in this community. Whether you feel it or not, this is the village. This is the village that has raised all of us to have faith in one another, to go out and be comforted in this world. And that is truly something hard to find nowadays, but something that I've learned recently, it's simply how we do things. I will forever be grateful for having the opportunity to grow up around this group of individuals and have been impacted in some way by every single person in this gymnasium today, as well as countless others who aren't here. There's a lyric that I love that I always find myself referencing when I talk about this group of people and the things that we have accomplished and will go on to accomplish in the future. And that is a song my dad played for me all the time growing up in the Yukon, saying from a song called by Waiting on the World to Change by John Mayer. And in the song, John Mayer says, We're waiting on the world to change, because one day our generation is going to rule the population. And I love what he says about that lyric, because if this is the generation that's going to rule the population, I got faith. And when I think about this world, I think we might just be all right, because I know that this group is going to go out in this world and do some remarkable things. Ladies and gentlemen, since this is the final time that I have the privilege to speak to you all as a student of Licking Valley High School, I want you all to know that I believe that the sky is the limit for each and every one of you, because over the past 13 years, I have seen the potential in all of you. And I know that you can do whatever it is that you set your mind on. And I hope that you go out and continue to do the amazing things as we depart from this building for the final time. Never forget the impact that you have left on this beloved school, because I will forever be grateful for the difference that it has on me. And know this, Licking Valley is better because you are here and you are leaving this place better than you found it. I challenge you all today to never lose that passion, to achieve greatness, and to forever remember the memories and the lives that we have shared with one another for the past 13 years. I challenge you all to never stop loving and supporting one another, because no matter how long it has been or how far we are apart from one another, this family's bond will never break. And this family will stand the test of its time, just as it has since August of 2010, and it will stay strong until the very end. To the Licking Valley graduating class of 2023 and all in attendance today, I leave you all by thanking you for the past 13 years, as it has truly been a heck of a ride. And for allowing me to grow up with all of you has truly been an honor, and I've loved every minute of it. And because of the bond that we all share, I know that wherever I may go in life, or whatever might happen, I know that there's a group of 151 people, a whole school district, a whole village, and countless more in this world that I see as my family, that will support me and always be there for me, always going to be my loudest cheerleaders in this world, regardless of any adversity I may face. And it wouldn't be right if I didn't thank a few people. So first off, I want to thank my mom. I want to thank my dad. And I want to thank my brother Alex for making me the man I am today and preparing me to handle whatever the future may hold. And I want to thank you to my friends and the rest of my family for loving and supporting me from day one with unconditional love. I honestly don't know where I would be without you all. And last but not least, I want to say thank you to Licking Valley for everything that you have taught me over the years and allowing me to grow up in front of your very own eyes, and for raising me to go out in this world and to love those just as you have loved me. And honestly, it wouldn't be right if I didn't end my speech today by saying the magic words that my dad once said to me on my very first day of preschool and every morning to today. And that has become my motto in life. And that is, I urge you all today to approach life with enthusiasm unknown to mankind. I love you all, and thank you.
Thank you, Seth. At this time, we'd like to have all Licking Valley and CTEC staff members who are handing out diplomas to please exit to the auxiliary gym. Thank you very much. Everyone, Licking Valley Board Vice President, Ms. Jolynn Toborn.
Staff, family, friends, and graduates, good afternoon. On behalf of the school board, I take this opportunity to congratulate the class of 2023. Not only do we celebrate great achievements, but also the character, resilience, and growth that have developed through the years. Graduation is essential since it offers an opportunity to reflect on all that you have gained during your high school journey. During your high school journey, you have faced challenges that have taught you the importance of adaptability and determination. Since the contemporary world is dynamic, the lessons learned will act as the foundation of your future. However, in order to realize the impact of the lessons in your lives, you need to step out of your comfort zones, seek knowledge, and embrace challenges as you pursue your dreams. Furthermore, while pursuing dreams, empathy, compassion, and kindness should be priorities. The 4 traits foster change and boost unity, which is a critical component of success in life. Therefore, focus on making a difference in the lives of others. In addition, the staff and faculty have dedicated their time and passionately to educate you, and you will forever be indebted to them. They deserve our utmost appreciation since they have offered unwavering support for your growth. While at Licking Valley, you have made unforgettable memories. Classmates have been pillars of support, confidants, and companions. Even though you are parting ways, kindly cherish those relationships since they have been important in shaping your lives. Lastly, class of 2023, as you step into the unknown, armed with the experiences, skills, and knowledge you have gained, create your future actively and not passively. Remember that you have the ability to shape the world and leave a legacy. Therefore, seize the opportunities that come your way, filled with hope and anticipation. Good luck, and wishing you the very best. And we all have this in common. We are LV.
Now it is time for the presentation of diplomas. Please remember that it is very important to every parent, relative, and friend to be able to hear the name of their student. So please extend them the courtesy of responding with applause only when students' names are announced. Assistant Principal Chris Campbell will announce the roll of graduates.
Connor Michael Fee. Mackenzie Hope Bloom. Regan K. Campbell. Evan Charles Fee. Samuel William Adams. Pierce Michael Anderson. Hunter Russell Atherton. Caden Howard Back. Jacob Dalton Ball. Natalie Sue Banks. Aubrey Elaine Barger. Caden James Bell. Jasmine Lee Behrens. Madison Joy Bloom. Morgan Faith Bloom. Devin Reese Boyd. Gavin Jason Bragg. Gage Wallace Brailer. Cassandra Marie Jane Brocious. Malachiah Lynette Bunn. Zane Thomas Burke. Job Richard Busick. Briley Sue Camp. Jesselyn Faith Carpenter. Colton David Carr. Xander William Carson. Peyton Matthew Clark. So, here we are. We're going to give you an IOU. Philip Reese Clark. Thomas Harold Clark III. Dana Lynn Klein. Gavin Matthew Conley. Colby Gordon Kahn. Lane David Copper. Avery Lee Cowan. Zane Anthony Crace. Brianna Joylyn Creech. Emma Suzanne Cubison. Landon David Curran. Emily Mae Curry. Makina Spring Deckert. Riley Michelle Dennis. Ryan Dale Dillon Jr. Brianna Madison Diltz. Owen Slater DeRogie. Taylor Marie Drake. Riley Michelle Dunlap. Edward Jacob Dunwoody II. Olivia Kathleen Dustin. Tyler Wade Haskell Feaster. Kira Lynn Fink. Jolie Ray Flowers. Madeline Louise Fulton. Alicia Marie Graham. Madison Alexis Gregory. Tatum Michelle Gregory. Amanda Jalynn Haynes. Drew Allen Hampton. Alyssa Claire Hancock. Elizabeth Frances Hare. Kellebrant Daniel Hayes. Justin Dean Higgins. Ashlyn Nancy Carroll Holloway. Jacob Thomas Howe. Zyler Scott Humphrey. Casey Hussein. America Jolene Jackson.
America, you got to share that. Straight ahead.
Straight out.
Torrin Kane Jenkins. Adam Michael Jones. Madison Nicole Jones. Allie Taylor Judd. Bryce Jason Justice. Matthew Cole Kneff. Ava Jacqueline Kesterson. Uh-oh.
You're making a mess.
Emma Michelle Kesterson. Thaddeus Alexander Kidd. Elijah Joseph Kyle.
Thank you.
Congratulations, young man. Very proud of you.
Thank you, guys.
Michaela Brooke Lane. Naya Grace Lawrence. Ashton Michael Linger. Avriel Love Martin. Jason Lee Martin. Reese Cheney McLean. Alana Gabrielle McCoy. Emily Nicole McCullough. Dylan Richard McGee. Daniel Nathan McNeil. Connor Jerry McPherson. Aaron Elaine Montgomery.
Yes, that was incredibly athletic. Yes.
Brendan Lane Moore. Evelyn Nicole Mordaunt. Andrew John Morgan.
Disappeared. We're all over. I promise.
Colton Michael Myers. Dakota Lee Nash.
There you go. Just missed Drew, bro.
Brianna Lorraine Knoll.
Pictures.
Casselyn Michelle Orr. Ansley Danielle Pease. Seth William Phelps. Ryan Mackenzie Phillips. Nevaeh Vanessa Ritterbeck. Jared Michael Robinson. Zane Dean Rognon Holdsworth. Addison David Ross. Haley Adar Sandusky.
Picture.
What happens when you're retired?
Thomas Vincent Schneider. Gavin Gregory Schuart. Jenna Eileen Schwarm. Abigail Grace Scott. Aiden Randolph James Scott. Andrew Richard Scott. Alyssa Dawn Sievers. Lily Mae Six. Mason James Small. Alana Peyton Smith. Callie Mae Smith. Mason Connard Smith. Kylie Elise Sofer. Gabe Michael Spellman. Jacob Wesley Spires. Nathan Lee Springston. Ellie Malin Staley. Aiden Tyler Stallnaker. Ruby Emmeline Stedman. Cheyenne Renee Stickle. Trevor Michael Stuber. Cody Michael Stumbo. Ashley Nicole Sweeney. Adam Lee Terry. Hannah Elise Thompson. Easton Eric Tisch. Evan Matthew Tritt. Trevor Michael Tucker. Liliana Sylvia Turner. Kaylin Dawn Verasso. Taylor Nicole Wallace. Theodore Scott Walsh. Harley Grant Webb. Olivia Kathleen Wells.
Just for you.
Emma Rose Wheeler. Audrey Michelle Wilson. Jalen Cottrell Wilson. Tanner James Wilson. Lily Ann Woodford. Kylie Elizabeth Workman.
Well, I think y'all made the custodian's day. At this time, please stand as the senior class officers. Lead the class in the acceptance of diplomas, the tassel turning, and the alma mater.
Did you steal some too? I did not. Thank you for not participating in this shenanigans. You didn't, did you?
Okay, do I take a mic or do I sign it? No, I'm just going to. Okay. No, actually, it's good.
On behalf of the class of 2023, we proudly accept our diplomas.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mackenzie Bloom.
Thank you for coming to the Licking Valley Class of 2023 graduation. At this time, I ask for a moment of silence to reflect on the past 4 years of your life. I want you to remember the ugly, the good, the terrible, but also the beautiful. I hope that you may find peace with your bad decisions and have hope for the future you're about to create. Thank you. As we prepare to depart onto this next chapter in our lives, know that this is not the end for us, but a beautiful new beginning. There's not a bone in my body that does not believe in the class of 2023, that does not believe in each and every single one of you. It has been my honor to be part of something so beautiful, so kind, and so full of love. Wherever you go, you will always have a home here in Hanover, Ohio. Congratulations, Licking Valley, class of 2023.
Class of 2023, congratulations, you may recess.